Howdy, howdy, howdy. Turn light on. Zoom in a little bit. How are we all doing? Evening all, how are we all doing? Just let me know that you can hear me alright. Angelos, thank you for the subscriber to the channel, buddy. Miguel, evening. Bastian, Callum, Johnny, Corey, how are you doing, buddy? Statman, Lias, Miguel, latest Patreon on the channel. I take it you can all hear me alright. Trying a new, basically they've deleted the old classic YouTube stream, which was very untechnical, boring, but it did the job, and now YouTube have stepped it up onto something that I used a couple of months ago when it all went, I can't remember if it was in this house, I think it was probably in the last house, and it went all tits up, so I'm having to use it, but I think fingers crossed we're alright. So I hope we're all doing well. I imagine there's a bit of football to talk about tonight, which is good. We have got a few games to get through tonight. I'm hoping to literally rattle through these games. I haven't been able to sign anyone yet, but I think maybe we'll have someone for the second game. We're going with a 4-4-2. So anyone who's not aware, we have taken over Stuttgart. This is our first game in charge. So let me get the league table up. We are rock bottom, but we're only 3 points off. Only 3 points off. I'm pretty sure third bottom gets a playoff as well. So there's plenty of stuff to play for. Dylan, how are you doing? Yeah, terrible result. I'm a bit of a Jose fan. And yeah, it didn't. Stuff like this, Statman, will have to happen in order for change to happen, basically. As you may not know, the whole FM21 series, my main series, is based on Jose Mourinho. So, yeah, it was a tough one today. It was just shambles, wasn't it? I'm not going to spend the night crying about it, that's for sure. And then the Aston Villa game was just brilliant, wasn't it? That was brilliant. Right, let's play it. Let's just get straight into a game. This is my first game. This is my first game in charge, by the way. So, a bit of a test to see how good this lot actually is. Oh, yeah. He's just heads gone, hasn't it? Heads gone. I thought last year he had a good season. Harry Maguire, we, as a team, Man United didn't concede many goals, and he would have been a large part of that. Felt a little bit sorry for Eric Bailly, because he's been playing quite well. He's come in on that, and they blamed him for the first header, and it was the other two. It was Maguire after him. I thought it was a bit harsh. He played quite well in midweek in the cup. But yeah, I've already retweeted Rashford's state. Just do your job on the fucking pitch. I think Gary Neville said, didn't he, about I think Scott McTominay came on and started rattling a few people, and it was like, well, fair enough, you're a sub, you want to show that you're still committed, but it was 55 minutes too late, wasn't it? Yeah, Eric Lamela, if one had to go, the other had to go. I just didn't want that to Statman. I just didn't want that to overtake how bad we actually were, because leading up to that sending off, if I can remember rightly, leading up to that sending off, we should have, I think there was like 2 or 3 corners in a row. 2 or 3 corners in a row, and they had chance after chance after chance after chance. Hey, Eddie, I was a few minutes late, mate. I'd literally watched the game, get sorted. Ralphie was still hanging about at full time, so no worries, buddy. Hope you're well. And then Paul Pogba just getting the penalty, which happens, but then he's just sarcastic smile at the end, just pricking he. He's just wandered about the football pitch since the start of the season. That was a nice little turn. Oh shit, we're 2-0 down. Oh, no, he's not. No, he's not, Corey. He's done a little bit of a decent job getting sort of like the group back together to a little bit of, I don't know, what's the right word? Getting us back on a level, but to take us to that next level is a million miles off. I'm going to be totally honest, boys. Totally honest. Tonight, and in general, I'm really not feeling this save idea. So how would you feel if I put Fenerbahce on? Because I'm just not feeling the... I think this kind of shows that I'm not really a journeyman type of manager, and I can go from club to club. I do like to stay at a club. So let me know down in the comments. I think the idea was good, and I think someone maybe better than me at streaming it. I think the idea was alright. Get Feder on. Yeah, well, I've learnt a lot. I've learnt a lot over the last 2 or 3 months with content creating and stuff. In terms of what I've done wrong. I've made a lot of mistakes this year in FM20, probably more than what I did on FM9, FM19 and FM18. Just not so much like the series that I've chose, just how I've spaced it out, how I've put things into the schedule and stuff. I'm going to be like totally honest. I just haven't. I felt it the first night. Got really excited about you guys choosing the saves and stuff, and then once it kind of got back, and I found it. When I got back into it, I thought, "Fuck, it's hard." And to be honest, I think the series may work, but it may work better as a little bit of a series. Can I edit some? I think I can edit some stuff here. And I think it needs a little bit. I'm lucky. I am lucky with this Fenerbahce one that I can kind of chat to you guys and let the boys play to a certain degree. So it might be something. It might be something that I pull out of the bag in... Well, I don't know. Maybe at some point, maybe in FM20, maybe. Have I got a live stream? I'm just trying to update a few things. It may mean that we carry on the... It may mean that we carry on the Fenerbahce series a little bit more. After as I said, the first night, I absolutely loved it, and the response from you guys was brilliant. And then, kind of only playing a few games, and then moving on, it just didn't feel right last week. And I think the only reason why it was a good stream was because you lads were in the chat. Right, is that going to save it all or not? I do not know. Save, there we go. That's what I was wanting. I don't know if it'll change or not. We'll see. Yeah, it's done. Right, let's get cracking. Lesson learned. We'll have some fun. Big Marucci's on the Maraud. But I need to get... I've been talking... You guys that are Patreons, AD might have seen. We've been talking a bit in the chat over the weekend about... so if you're Patreon, you get to talk more about my series and what I'm planning on doing and stuff. And the whole stream save has been a real... Not difficult that I don't have any ideas. I have too many ideas. And picking one... And we've got a fair bit to go. We've got like... What date is it today? 4th game comes out proper 22nd November. Yeah, so we've got about 6 weeks till the full game comes out. So I do really need to crack on. And pick one, but it's just bloody picking one. And the Fener one has been pretty bloody good. It does mean that I can play the games with you, and then I can still record. I can still record the games in the week. So the ideas I've got at the moment, like people in the chat, by all means, let me know what you think. But I'm thinking I've got like Stevenage, Wimbledon, Palermo. There was someone else. Sochi in Russia. So there's a few ideas. There's a few ideas that I have, and no doubt some ideas will disappear and some ideas will come back in. It's just finding that one. We've been so lucky. We've been so lucky. I sound like an arrogant prick. I've been so lucky that I've come across Fenerbahce and it's turned into a brilliant save. You guys have enjoyed it and I've really got into it. So trying to replicate that for FM21, a stream save, is going to be difficult, I think. If I had to pick one right now, it'd be Palermo. But 24 hours ago, Palermo wasn't even in my thoughts. So yeah, it'd be good to get one sorted so I can't change. But I think this one's, because the idea for FM21 with the stream save was that we're going to do a bit of an Italian journeyman, where I was going to stay at Fiorentina, and if we lost our job or there was a better job or we thought there was a move that was right, we'd move on. But I just haven't got into the changing clubs. So I think when it comes to the Jose Mourinho save, where I'd planned to win stuff in every league, I'm going to be really picky about the teams that I move, and not just move. I think sometimes in journeyman you move for the sake of it, and I'm going to be really picky about which clubs that I actually end up moving to, I think. Yeah, people mentioned the Road to Glory, Bastian, in the stream. In the Patreon chat, but one of the lads, Pete's kind of thing was, will you get it done? Starting at the bottom, because the idea was to start in Conference North, because I have really enjoyed the York City one, but getting that done, I might struggle to get it done in time, to be honest. So I thought something like Palermo is, because they're in the 3rd tier, it gives us enough legs in the save to get them into Serie A and then build on that. Parma, yeah, Parma's been a thought. Just that they're in the top division already. So I don't look. Parma's a good choice, and in 2 weeks, Parma might well be my number one choice. So yeah, I don't know. It's really annoying. Really Not annoying that I have no ideas. I think the problem is I just need to commit to something a little bit more. Like I have done with the Bilbao and the Jose story. But what I'm wanting from the Jose story is that we big up Vitória Setúbal and get them up competing with the top three, as in Sporting, Porto and Benfica, and then me take one of the big jobs before then moving to one of the big clubs in one of the top leagues. And when I'm meaning big clubs, I'm meaning like top 3 or 4 teams in England, the big 2 in Spain, the big 2 in sort of like Italy, and not just going for any old sort of like journeyman job. Casey, how you doing, buddy? I hope you're well. You will be well. You'll be very well. Casey's a Spurs fan. Yeah, I think to be honest, Bastard, I'm really going to miss the York City thing. And the annoying thing is, what is it annoying? I don't know if it's annoying really or not. I try my hardest to think of fresh ideas to keep the buzzing, to keep the channel fresh, and doing non-league to Premier League, non-league to Legend is what Lujo, because Lujo does it every year and that's his thing. And to be honest, I get bored of Lujo's series after a while, but at the start I really get into them. So I just don't want to go down the route of, what's the right word? Yeah, I just don't want to go down the route of doing the same thing every year, and I want to show that the channel I have fresh ideas and I'm not relying on the same thing. And at some point, I would really love to do like a tier 10, English tier 10 YouTube save and go with that. So if I do that, say in a year's time, I could do with a break from doing like a non-league to Road to Glory kind of series, even though I think the views would be really good on it, I think. If you're not, but yeah, Kaiserslaughter's good. Kaiserslaughter's one of those. What's the right word? Yeah, a bit overused, Ishan, if I'm honest. Even like Parma, even Palermo to a certain extent, teams that have been used heavily over the last few years because obviously they need rebuilding. Deportivo would be a good stream save because obviously they've been relegated, haven't they? They've started life in the 3rd tier. Yeah, I think at some point, Johnny, I will. Not to start straight away. So, like last year I did Brazil, and then this year we started. I've had a few drinks tonight and today. We started in Turkey. I do think that Sochi in Russia may become a save at some point just because of their little story behind them. I think Russia will be the league at the moment that I'm pushing to start in. What I like to do is go with what I have to start with, and then around New Year, so January, February, I like to bring in another save just to give the channel another little boost. I'm not sure how long the Basque one will last, to be honest. I'm not sure how long it'll last. It's going to be a big job. Yeah, Casey's loving Sochi. I'm buzzing someone's actually listened to my top 10 teams to manage video and actually taken some on. So, GG, Casey. Russia will be hard, yeah. But I'm up for that. Look, we're up for a challenge. We are up for a challenge. I was hoping that they were going to get more money. Maybe in 2021, Casey, they'll maybe give them a little bit more money than what they've had so far. Because they've got like a billionaire owner. But we'll see. It's difficult. Yeah, Statman. So they basically started like 2 years ago. The billionaire basically bought a club. Some club in Petersburg, I think. Like a not nothing club, but a 2nd tier club. Never been like, not really any history. And then they've literally just wiped it out. Right, we're moving here. We're starting in 2018. They moved into the new stadium. That was from the World Cup. So they've got the base there, and I actually thought they'd maybe be given a little bit more money. A little bit more money in terms of the billionaire like ploughing money in. I wouldn't necessarily. I don't know. I think if the guy at Sochi was absolutely plummeting millions in like the guy at Anzi did for a little bit, I think that would become a little bit too easy. But you definitely got the base there because you've got the billionaire who'll probably be maybe be classed as like an underwriter, sugar daddy, which just giving you a little bit of a top up would be nice. Right, we've had to wait bloody ages for a game here. None at the start, okay. We'll go, it's fine. Soon get into Europe. I don't think it's that bad in terms of prize money and stuff. I don't think it's that poor, is it? Yes, yeah, Miguel, you're totally right. Yeah, they've got a few transfer things, but it makes an interesting save, doesn't it? But I think what we can do is, between now, we'll still stream every Sunday night, and between now and like the bits coming out, we'll just chat about teams and ideas, and it needs to be something that you're on board with. I might have the greatest idea in the world, and then when it comes to it, it needs to be something that I enjoy and you enjoy. Because this is the second time now I've come up with a stream idea, and I've not really. Well, I started with Genoa, didn't I? And then I moved clubs, and once I move clubs, my head goes a little bit. I'm definitely a one-club man. I do like to build, like relationships and try and get, like you lads have today, like over this series with Marucci, Baez, and now Nigel van der SMAN in and stuff. And if you move in clubs every 2 years, you don't get that connection, do you? Yes, Yassin. What a result. Sessin was. He's gone, hasn't he? He's going to Hoffenheim. He's either gone or he'll be going tomorrow. It'll be confirmed tomorrow, I think. I've got Troy Parrott in this squad, boys. Summer signing. Yeah. Well, I've signed Mendy, K, so he's not struggling for a place. He'll rotate now with Mendy, but Mendy's coming and Mendy's crossing's like 17, so he just keeps teeing him up for Marucci. Yeah, he definitely does. Yasin, yeah, he definitely needs to. Jose don't fancy, but now they've signed. I thought he might have played a little bit more before they signed. Was it Regulon, the left back? Obviously now his time's going to be limited. Yeah, he'll get. I want to see if has he scored yet for Millwall. Don't know if has he scored yet for him. Is he even playing? Is he starting? I ain't looked. Oh, he's been injured twice. Oh dear. Big injuries or just steady away? Obviously it can't be, the first one can't be that big. But the guy from Little Ones, the guy from Benfica's going to be a decent. That's the kind of backup you needed. You were never going to sign an amazing backup way, but he'll be an handful. He's quick and he's big and he's a big strong player. Jose loves a proper number 9, doesn't he? He loves a proper number 9. Right, we're not doing absolute bits in this one yet, so I don't think Troy scored for us yet. Oh, they fucking equalised. Ooh. I've had 20 shots. Goal disallowed. We've got plenty of time. Mrs. beat me on fantasy football as well because of Salah's second goal. Devastated. She beat me in her works league. Ekrem, go on. Van der SMAN off the bar. Yeah, I think he'll be good, mate. He'll be good. yeah, you're right, Miguel. Might be a little bit more exciting. I love the documentary though. I love Jose. That's me, unfortunately. Right, we've bloody drawn. First game. Points dropped. Points bloody dropped. That was not part of the plan. Galatasaray always start like a house on fire. And we spend half the season catching them up. We'll get them. We'll bloody get them. We had a goal disallowed and all, didn't we? I wonder if the Haaland thing will come back and bite me in the ass. I see. What team? So the beta Yasin is Spurs. So I'm going to do a 2 or 3 season save with Spurs first when the beta drops. Then we'll do Athletic Club Bilbao and their Basque transfer policy, which would be interesting. And then we're doing not like a Jose Mourinho. No, it's not Jose Mourinho. He's going to be on the artwork and stuff, but it's going to be... I start off at Jose's hometown club, and we try and replicate him a little bit. And what I want to do is, by the end of the save, get past him in terms of points on the Hall of Fame. My dream scenario would be building up Vitória Setúbal, getting them into Champions League and stuff, maybe win a league title with them, then move to one of the big 3 Portuguese clubs, do well with them, and then move into one of the top leagues, maybe manage at Inter or a Chelsea, Manchester United, a big club. So hopefully, a three club save I think would be ideal, and try and dominate that way. I think there's definitely, like, the size of Porto and Benfica, I think there's bits to be done there in terms of potential Champions Leagues and stuff, isn't there? So yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. And then other saves in between. We need to pick obviously a stream save, and then something like maybe Sochi and stuff. Yeah, Miguel, I need to post that. I will post that video. I might even post it in the Discord for other people to see. I will do a video in probably a week or so. The beta Corey will come out, I don't know, it's normally like 2 weeks. Last year it was about nearly 3 weeks before the main game, so I'm saying anything between like the 6th and the 14th it'll just drop. They'll just say, right, it's dropped, boom, there you go. Good that you didn't count Spurs. I'm not classing Arsenal in that either, Ishad, so don't get too excited. But then for the whole Jose thing, going to Spurs kind of makes sense, doesn't it? So right, we've got Champions League. Right, this is our bread and butter this season. Just gonna do a few little changes, a few little fresher uppers. Sorry, Ishad. Yeah, I've done Arsenal. I will try and stay away from teams that I've already managed. I think that if you're looking at in terms of timeline, for the third part of the journey, you are looking at a good, maybe, could even be 10 years into the save boy, to be honest. By the time I've got Vitória Setúbal literally just survived relegation by the skin of the teeth, so I think it'd be quite difficult to get, so like, wins, do well with them, then I don't want to just manage like Benfica or Porto or Sporting for like 2 years and then leave. I want to build something there before I move on to the next one. Yeah, no, Corey, no bids. I had a lot of offers for the others. We had a little bit of a chat in terms of, I think the episode that I did last week, a little bit of interest. I think Juventus, Real Madrid were on the wanted list, but they never. I didn't have one bid. Which was good because it would have only been a shit bid. Bearing in mind, I spent 90 million for him, and for some reason the values in Turkey are quite low. Even though I got like 80 mil for Haaland when he had 1 year left on his deal. Liars. Good, Ishan. I'm glad people like that idea. I think I'm going to do a video in maybe a week or so and say, right, these are the saves. Beta, we're doing Spurs. Do the Bass Challenge. We're doing the Jose. The series is called the Special One. And then he'll be around in the artwork. I think my name's going to be Jose Trequinho or something like that. I'll be Portuguese. But I think I'll need to do a little video just to explain the idea behind it, to be honest. Just to get to whet people's appetite. But glad you boys in the chat are enjoying the idea. And I said this has really taught me again that I'm not really keen on a journeyman. The journeyman's not my thing, so I really don't want to move more than twice if I can help it. In the Jose one, in the special one. Unless I get sacked early on at Vitória Setúbal or something like that. Because I imagine the first few years are going to be pretty tough. Right, we're 52 minutes in here and we are not playing well. We've got a tough draw in the Champions League. Need to make sure we don't fucking lose. I think it's probably between us and Fenerbahce, us and Roma to be favourites for the group anyway, but Christ. To lay a little bit more of a marker down. Yeah, we haven't played 4 shots at home for us, regardless of who we play is terrible. Baez is going all the way through. You need to put it in for me. Oh, he's missed. Ishmael's putting it in. Is it going to count? It will count. Fuck for that. Because we ain't been good. We're going to do a change. Let's go Fernandez in there. That was good. I really like that. I hope they win it. Like my dad's a Tottenham fan anyway, so I've always been a fan of Tottenham. Always watched them and always kind of been like a second team. Johnny, you're a Liverpool fan. You've absolutely got nothing to cry at. Just do what Jurgen did and just smile, even though his team was a shambles. Just laughing at the deflections. I think he laughed at. Was it Jack Grealish's deflection he laughed at? And it's like, if you watch it closely, oh, get in. If you watch it closely, Trent Alexander-Arnold's, it didn't deflect off him. I think it deflected off Fabinho, didn't it? But his defending was absolutely shocking. If it hadn't hit Fabinho, it may have gone in anyway, and then it would have made Trent Alexander-Arnold look even worse because his attempt at the blocking the shot was woeful, and then Jurgen's just sat laughing like, oh well, it's deflection, 3 deflections, so it don't really matter. When it fucking does. You'd have never seen Alex Ferguson fucking smiling when there was 7-2 down. That's my Jurgen. I just have a bit of an issue with Jurgen sometimes. Especially when he spat his dummy out last week when Sessegnon case when called him sloppy, when Keane called him sloppy, and then 7 days I wish Keane was there today, not just for the Man United stuff, but then to come up with the sloppy thing again, that would have been brilliant. Yeah, could quite well have been. Right, this has turned into a bloody good performance. So maybe for the European games, we need to maybe do this. Have a little bit of more of control in midfield. This has turned out to be a big bloody win. Let's get Troy on. No Lo Celso today, Spurs fans, was he? I think that the tactic to go what he did was brilliant though, wasn't it? It was brilliant to go with the big boys. He loves big boys. He had, what did he have? Sissoko, Højbjerg and Ndombele in there. 3 big boys to... I think Harry Winks potentially struggles. Because Højbjerg is a Jose player. Hey Josh, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'm very good, mate. Very good. Hope you're well. Johnny, yeah, agree. Think they've been found out a bit. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Same with Man United. Everyone thought, well, I was maybe one of them. Even though we did finish quite poorly, and obviously the Europa League games were poor. The Europa League games were very poor. Was it the 3? We played in 3 games that we played in. They were very poor. After seeing everyone's comments on Twitter, I was thinking about doing 4-0. I was thinking about doing a little like a Premier League video, like five talking points from the Premier League weekend, and then just doing like a 10-minute video on not ranting but talking about defending, goalkeepers. This weekend it would have been Manchester United, Liverpool, that kind of stuff. I was thinking if I have more time. Once I get into the old FM21 cycle, or even towards the end of FM20, if series have kind of finished and stuff, I may do it just a video on Monday to go out every Monday. But I've kind of looked at my views on my football shirt videos, and they haven't done nowhere near as well as sort of like the Football Manager stuff. But I'd like to do some at some point, chatting about transfers and. It is. I feel sorry. It's not Harry Maguire's fault. That was the fee, wasn't it? Yeah. He's a decent backup though, Case. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it this year. 4-0. Woohoo! Yeah. I think that's what we'll have to do in Europe, you know. Yeah, Josh, I'm a big... Cavani is like my favourite United player. Probably my favourite number 9 over the last 9-10 years. So I would have preferred it like 2 seasons ago. But yeah, we need that. We need that number 9 holding the ball up. Martial's mint when you're playing shit teams. Or you can hit teams constantly on the break. When he's got a little bit of defensive work to do and a little bit of sticking his arse out, holding the ball up, a bit like Igalo did when he first came, he struggles at that, does Martial. Telles and then Telles, yeah, we need a left back. That's pretty obvious. Just get the deal done. With such a short season and COVID, I think you'll see a lot more. Yeah, maybe, mate. Yeah, I think people are still all over the place and that. But that's it. Liverpool had all week to get sorted for that, didn't they? We're going to need Cavani now. Tony's suspended. Yeah, Luke Shaw's... Luke Shaw will come good again. It's just when he has a certain amount of time out of the team injured, it takes him a while to get going. Hey, Matty, how we doing, buddy? We've changed. I just couldn't... I'm totally honest, it got to about 9 o'clock and I was thinking, I've got to do that save. I thought I just want to do Fenerbahce. So I think that's what we'll go with now till the end. because I'm bloody still enjoying this series. Oh, yeah, they're going to... At the moment, they're going to do a job as us, aren't they? I think the Champions League's coming up very soon, isn't it? Have we got like a week left? Is it next? Sort of like not this midweek coming, is it the mid? I think it's the midweek after, isn't it? We've had 10 shots on goal. Baez. Oh, he's going top bins. Baez again. Cleared. I'm going to seconds. Tolisso. Digs one out. Out wide. Baez again. Cuenca. Sessegnon. Cuenca. Is this going to lead to something? Sessegnon. Don't lose it, for fuck's sake. Baez. Nice, nice. Got the big three in there. Emerson's dug one out. Van der SMAN. Oh, how did that not go in? Our other matches is Newcastle, PSG, Chelsea, Leipzig, Arsenal, Başakşehir, Everton. Shit in hell. That's a tough run, isn't it? That's a tough ass run. But I suppose you got the international break. They're still going to come back to Old Trafford thinking, oh fucking hell. I think sometimes it's if you can play the next game quickly and get a reaction and get it, and as soon as you get that win out of the way, the better. We've got to wait an international break, haven't we? Baez. Tolisso. Nice. Oh, wide. 22 efforts. But no real clear freaking cut. Right, we're going to change it again. Go to that tactic. We'll put it on attacking. But we'll go Parrot on with Nige. Let's get Fernandez on. See if that helps a little bit. Oh, come on. I'm 2 bloody draws in the league. I'm going to be way behind Galatasaray at this rate, because they've probably won all 5 of theirs. Baez. Nice. Go on. Oh, is it the post? Parrot! Fuck. Side netting. What's that? 1, 2, 3. They're playing a flat 5. Go, probably chance for one more push here. Parrot. Oh, he's going himself. Sessegnon. Wide. Hey up, Max. Fucking hell, Matty. Cheers, bud. How you doing? Come on, come on, come on. Oh, blocked. Tolisso. We've spawned it. We've absolutely spawned it. That's a bit of relief. I've absolutely smashed them. 35 attempts. Gonna give him a bollocking for that though. Well, did we nick one? We maybe nicked one. Ishan. We're normally battering teams, aren't we? But we'll take it. We'll take that. Being better, pal. You're right, Max. No worries. Are you sulking about the football scores as well? Gives us something to talk about, doesn't it? We've made it 35 unbeaten in the league. We are top. Gala haven't played yet. Yeah, I think you're right. Statman, yeah. It's come at the wrong time. They'll still come back miserable. They'll get the piss taken out of them midweek. But it's what it is. Yeah. Sort your defence out. Did enjoy it though, it's good, isn't it? It's good for the Premier League. No one wants to look. If this was last season, Man United and Spurs would have probably drawn 1-1, been boring, and then Liverpool would have just swept aside Aston Villa 2-0, and they wouldn't have done much to win the game, just done enough. And we ain't got out to talk about, have we, really? Got that. You've also got a clown at right back who thinks because he can put a ball in, don't mean he defend. And then Joe Gomez, a really lazy centre half, who's too busy putting his hand up and trying to play offside in all the time instead of tracking a runner. But yeah, you've got issues there, especially because it looks like Alisson's going to be out for a while. Yeah, they had him on the bench. Ishan just didn't play him. Especially when you're number 2 shit, and it's proved time and time again that he's shit. They should get Romero, shouldn't they? We've got like 3 of the best keepers in the league. Kazaniga, not a bad shout, yeah. Not a bad shout. He's a better number 2. Obviously, Tottenham brought Joe Hart in because he's English and he fits a quota, doesn't he? Liverpool, yeah. Yeah, I don't think it got involved at all, did it, VAR tonight? Yeah, he was, yeah. Yeah. Probably do need to get him off the wages. Difficult as a goalkeeper. It's not a position that you strengthen unless you really need one, so it's always hard to sometimes shift goalkeepers out. If you've got your number 1 who's half decent, you don't really want to rock the boat by bringing another one in. Right, Bayers with it. Go on. Quenka. Marucci might be offside. He kind of touched it on the goal line. I've got him as a poacher. We'll take it. We will take it. No worries. No worries, Max. See you later, buddy. I know these streams are a little bit late, but it is what it is, unfortunately. Oh, how many people is there that need offloading? I was a bit sorry to see Delot go. He did a little bit. He did all right for the certain parts of the game on Wednesday night against Brighton, and then he obviously got a little bit tired. Then he had a few little sloppy passes and misjudged tackles and stuff. I thought he would be a decent backup. We need to play more because I'm not Wan-Bissaka's biggest fan. Fucking hell. Sometimes I wonder how these people are professional footballers when they can't even kick a ball properly. Right, let's go to the old tried and tested again. Let's just see how we get on with that. See if we can hold a lead with it. I might have to be a little bit more pragmatic this year with this. He never got a chance. Yeah, he's been completely off it, hasn't he? A lot of defenders are weak defensively. I think he needs a run of games, mate. He's got the physicality for it. It's not as if he's a really small, sort of like fullback. He just hasn't played enough, has he? Hasn't played enough to warrant Ollie sort of like. I know Wan-Bissaka came in and did really well at the start, but he's been poor, really poor. Nice from Merson. Ooh, okay. Oh, Eddie just waltzes around the football pitch. He was doing it against. He did it against not so much Palace, but the Brighton game. He literally just waltzed around the park, and then he gave that penalty away again today. And he's smiling at the referee, like trying to act out like what a joke of a decision that was to make him look better. And it was the most blatant penalty you've ever seen. Go on, Troy. You need a goal, bud. You need a goal. You need a goal. God. Yeah, easy, Ishan. Easy, buddy. Nah, like Van der Beek. I think Gary Neville said Van der Beek coming on at like 5-6-1 down. He must be thinking, what the fuck have I come here for? Playing in the Carabao Cup, he's played really well and had effect on every single game he's done. And then when it comes to the big games, Pogba, and it should get to a point where he'll say, right, you can sit on the bench, Pogba. Well, whether he will do or not, I don't know. Right, nice little win that. Nice little bloody win. Right, it'll be 2 minutes, boys. I'm just going to go get another can of Coke. What can he do? Well, yeah, I wouldn't even risk him getting injured in 5 minutes. Just shove Igalo on or something. At least we lost 6, and I don't think De Gea was at fault for any of the goals, was he? Apart from game management when we went down to 10 men, we had Bailly and Harry Maguire dropping into the 6-yard box when we were all over the spot. It should have been get up the pitch, get 2 banks of 4 in, and ride this out till half time. And we just started trying to play out from the back. You would have thought an experienced goalkeeper would be, right, slow down, squeeze up 20, 30 yards up the pitch. Oh, yeah, it is. It's just, we're still waiting for that. Like, probably next week he'll come and we'll win for, like, his goal in midweek. It was fucking going out for a corner, wasn't it? His free kick was a big deflection. Everyone's like, oh, Paul Pogba's amazing. I just want to see Cavani. He's going to take a bit of while to get up and running though, isn't he? He's not going to be at the fittest. Right. Trying to get a balance right with these. I think what we'll do is we'll go to a 2. Let's go attacking. And we're going to partner. Let's go. Still go with Treq. Van der Sman's not scored many. He's behind. He needs at least a goal a game. Yeah, you're probably right, yeah. Yeah. He's natural, isn't he? Natural striker. But he's still a little bit on the slight weight, isn't he? And I think you'd need to control games better than what we do in order for him to have a real big influence up front. Oh, Parrot, you looked offside, buddy. Yeah, offside. Yeah. Yeah. And just also his general attitude and aura ain't great, is it? It's not great at all. Right, Cuenca's gone long. Go on, Van der Sman. Oh, weak. Oh, it might be another offside one, that. It is another offside. I'd take Phil Jones at centre back. Who do you spot? Oh, yeah, you Blackburn, yeah, definitely. And also, the games that Phil Jones played, we were all over the place. Like the game that he played at Sheffield United, I felt so sorry for him. He'd hardly played. They put him in a back three on the left side when he's not left-footed and he's not comfortable on his left foot at all. And he had to chase Mousset for the first half. It was just shocking, like management putting him in that scenario. Just terrible management. Cheers, Ishan. Is that because you're an Arsenal fan, Ishan, and we'd only get worse? You wouldn't want me as the Arsenal manager, would you? Yeah, big Chris. But I like Eric Bailly, but then he's just come in once again at complete the wrong time. Because he was outstanding in the week. Right, Troy. Oh, he skipped past him. Pull. Right, Baez. Good whip. Cuenca. Absolutely about decent first half. I think this is where we're going, you know. 3-5-2. Yeah, we got a lot of pity today. Did you watch the Arsenal game, Ishan? I didn't watch like a minute of it. Just pop it off. Oof. Pass from Baez. What a player he's been. And Simba, he might be something to pick up on FM21 because he's still at the moment? He's still at Fenerbahce start of this season. Bellerin was class. Yeah, Sorty got 2 assists. Pepe, I think Pepe came on and scored, didn't he? Oh, you had to work. Devastated. Troy's up and running. He's got his first goal. Van der Sman, what has happened to Nige? What has happened to Nige? I think he's missing his buddy. Haaland. Let's do some more subs. Let's get Bayers off. He's about dead. Let's get Dink on. Emerson. Aiden. Oh, Pepe in my Arsenal save is absolutely world class. Are you following the Arsenal save, Ishan, being an Arsenal fan? I don't know if that's the series that you commented. I think you are. I think that's the one that you commented on the most on. I've got a few little signings. How many signings have I got? 3? We've got 3 signings to show people tomorrow night, I think. I've spent... One was a free, and I've spent 72 million on one, and 55 million on another. And the striker that I've got is a freebie. Cheers, Sam. Cheers, buddy. Right, we're romping. We're doing this 3-5-2 now. We just need to make sure we have Big Nige on it. 33 shots on goal. Beautiful. This is why Fenerbahce is good to stream, because I don't have to necessarily concentrate as much. I already know the players. I think when you do the save that I chose, it was a bit of caught in the headlights, puzzled with what to do on stream, because I have no idea about what any of the players and stuff. I played a little bit with the Stuttgart thing in the week, just in between how we left it and then the first game, try to get some players in, try and see how good the squad actually was. But when it came to it, I just really didn't want to play it. So I've had learnt 3 or 4 real big things for the channel this year, and that's been another. How was your poor pre-season, Corey? Played yesterday against pretty much a very part-time team in the FA Cup. Terrible conditions, 1-1-0. There's so many players. I think they've signed like 13, 14 players. So it's just getting used to them all and get up and running. I think they'll be quite strong anyway this year, just because their budget's bigger and the chairman's honoured it that way in terms of money coming in, and a lot of clubs will be really struggling in that league this year, I think. There's obviously still no fans allowed, so they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Last year they just didn't score enough goals. That was the problem. Oh shit, we got a difficult October. Fucking hell. No beer tonight either. No beer tonight. I'd had a few bottles at my mum and dad's for lunch. And then me and the missus have just smashed in 2 bottles of Prosecco watching the 2 games at footy. So I was like, ooh, shit. So I thought I better have a bit of... I had a cold wash, brushed my teeth, took some aspirin, and just... took some Sudafed. I've got a bit of a blocked nose. Took some Sudafed to clear my airways. I thought, right, I can't go down the route of having some more beer, otherwise I'll be falling asleep. Yeah, it was a good day. Mum did a cracking Sunday roast. I think this is also a problem of streaming on Sunday nights, because now Amy's not at work Sundays. We tend to go to my mum and dad's, or we sometimes even go to Amy's mum's. And we just eat food, drink too much beer, drink a bit of wine, and then you sit on the sofa, don't you? And it's like, especially because I don't have work. I don't have work Mondays. Well, work. I've got to record Arsenal video tomorrow. That's my work tomorrow. Right, DUTCHMAN's wanted by everyone. Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United, PSG, Juventus, Barca, Real Madrid. Right, we're going to have to do some changes in here though. I'll tell you what, where's Dink? Dinky can play. Where else is struggling? Wing backs, let's do double change there. Where is he? Mendy. Let's rest Cuenca. Let's get Danzo on for a game as well. Toliso's struggling a little bit. Melagoni's injured. Ooh, what do we do? So if we got Ekrem, We've had a bit of a change around here. Let's hopefully that ain't going to affect us too much. I've been watching this the whole time. Corey, I work as I'm essentially a football coach. That's my bread and butter. Coaching like little kids, primary school kind of stuff. And now I work for the last nearly 10 years in February. I've worked at my local secondary school, built a sports centre. So basically I look after the kickers, the mini kickers, which is like 3 to 5 year olds, 3 to 6 year olds. We train them up, so then they join the club that I used to be involved with that are based on the site. Like the local grassroots team, look after the local grassroots team because they spend a lot of money using our facility. Do a bit of PE teaching for like primary schools, and yeah, that's it. It's pretty good. Hey Paul, yeah, just not totally honest. I'm just not feeling the save idea that I had. I enjoyed the first one that we did, Paul, the first night with Dijon, and then I'm just not feeling the moving around short and not really getting used to the players and stuff. And I played it for like 2 minutes on here, and I was like, right lads, I really don't want to play it. I just want to play Fenerbahce because it's what I enjoy. And I said, who wants to do it? And everyone was like, yeah, we'll do it. So that's my thought. So we probably won't do the project. It may be something we pick up, and it may be something that I may do as a series on the channel. Not now, but at some point, just so I can spend a little bit more time looking at the players that I have. It's kind of a little bit rushed. Take over a team and then bosh, knocking out games straight away. But I think it's kind of proved that I was saying to the lads earlier that I don't think I'm a journeyman type of FMer. I do like my one club saves or 2 club saves rather than just moving around every 5 minutes. But I hope you're well, buddy. Are you at work? Are you at work, Paul? Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, Corey, it's good. It's good. The stuff that I get to do, like the coaching side of it, is brilliant. It could be so much better, but it's a job at the end of the day. I get paid pretty well because it's run by the school and the council, so it's paid pretty well. It's not stressful. It's frustrating, but it's not stressful. A lot of sitting about sometimes, especially at night. It gets quite boring. But it is what it is. I'm very limited to what I can do in terms of qualifications. I've been a football coach since I was 16, so talking like 18. It's been my job for 16, 17 years now, so I'm funneling in. The next job would be Morrison's on the bins, something like that. Cheers, Paul. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, so I think that's what we'll do. I think the Sunday streams will just be Fenner, and we'll just maybe go for a little bit longer. I don't know. Just enjoying it. I'm really enjoying the Fenner one. I'm enjoying them all at the moment. The 3 saves that we've got left: the Arsenal, Fenner, and the York City one. I kind of don't want them to end, to be honest. I was hoping FM21 was going to be December, so I could play them a little bit longer. No wonder council tax is so high. Yeah, sorry about that, bud. But the idea is that ours is run like a separate business, so just saying like we lost 30 grand this year because of COVID, then one of our jobs would go, and the school would completely restructure how we operate and stuff. It's not a case of, well, it's council are paying for it. We're attached to the school's budget, which you can imagine schools' budgets are really tight, so we need to make sure that we're making money. And luckily, post lockdown, we've done all right. Since football's come back, we have an artificial pitch, a 3G pitch, and it's the busiest. This is like the ninth season, with like 9th football season. This is the busiest we've ever been, which considering 10 years ago, there's probably about 10, 12 men's teams less than what there was. We've done pretty well. We've literally got every club possible, and the local club, that's kind of our number one booking. they keep adding more and more teams. We keep supplying young kids to them and stuff, and so that at the moment, as long as football don't get cancelled, we'll be all right. Yeah, it affects. Oh, he's been poor. Paul, he's been poor tonight. Don't this. No, to be honest, Corey, it's just what, like, qualifications. I was working at Morrison's when we went on lockdown, and I was on furlough. They had a few delivery jobs, but it didn't suit working around Amy. But no, but do you know what I mean? I'd have to work at a Morrison's, a job that you don't necessarily need any qualifications to do. Bin man. Well, no, probably not bin man, because I'm too weak. Oh, Mirko's in. Hope you're well, buddy. Yeah, but Big Nige hasn't scored. I don't think he scored tonight. I think he's maybe scored one tonight. He's a little bit off it. Troy's scoring. Oh, here he is. Finishes off Nige. Oh, poor. Yeah, decent. Yeah, I'd need a little bit more than that, Corey, but I'd probably just have to work an extra shift. I just have to make an extra shift. But yeah, it's good. It's good. Postman. Postman's another one. My dad was a postman, so that might be something that I might have to go in. Yeah, Lias is probably going to be busier than anything. Ooh, yeah. I'm finding getting up at 7:30 every morning at lockdown, because like before, like during lockdown, I don't know if it's like me and Ralphie had a terrible like sleep pattern. We were getting up late and going to bed really late, and at least getting him to school now has been good for it. So I get up at 7:30 every day. He gets up. He's normally up around that time, and then even on Saturdays he's up. I have to start work at 8 on Saturday, so I get up a little bit earlier on a Saturday. So, yeah, we've analysed it in depth, Paul. It was good though, good entertainment, wasn't it? To be honest, Paul, no, it wasn't a hard watch because I was just laughing all the way through. And it's Jose going back to Old Trafford. I love Jose. I probably love Jose more than I love Man United at the moment. And Son and Kane. I love Kane's little sort of like false nine, deep lying forward role he has at the moment. Just absolutely perfect. And Man U are shambles out there, and it just heightens the need for change and players to come in, a decent manager. It makes it more. Results like this have to happen. You have to get worse, don't you? You have to hit rock bottom before you can sort of like rise again. And it's going to be a case for us, I think, where the only way we're going to get a new manager in is for him to disappear and for us to basically get worse before it gets better. Case enjoyed it. I enjoyed it to a certain degree. Look, I love my boy, like literally more than anything. But if all you lads in here that probably aren't got kids, furlough would have been amazing. If someone said to me, what would you rather do? Have 80% of your wages for the rest of your life and not work? You'd have gone, yeah. But because Ralphie was not at school or play school and stuff, it's been really tough. And I think my mood has changed more now that, because I'm still on furlough, I'm only working 3 shifts a week and it's 3 nights. So I work Thursday nights, I start at 3, Friday nights I start at 5, and I work Saturdays. So Monday to Thursday I get up at 7:30, take him to school, and then 9 o'clock it's like, right, let's play some Football Manager, let's get some videos done. So yeah, I imagine furlough for some of you lads would have been kisses. Yeah, see, being on furlough me 10 years ago without a child would have been, or just not even 10 years ago, just pre-child. We got scored. You didn't see the result, Mirko? Oh, is he going to be out here 6 weeks? Yeah, they're going to miss him out there. They would have still conceded a few though today. can still get worse. There's still time left, Mirko. Don't worry about that. There's still a few. Well, I don't know what time it is in Italy. It's nearly 11 o'clock here, so you've still got time. Yeah, Corey, yeah. More people would have voted Conservatives if that was the case. Mental, innit? Some people are just ungrateful, aren't they? I've only felt the pinch now because I've been told we were working. So I got 8%. Work didn't top up that extra 20, which I was fine with. I didn't have an issue with that because I'm not working. I got a defer on my bank loan for 3 months, so I was happy with that. So it wasn't really. I didn't feel any worse off. But now I've gone back to work. I've been getting full pay, and then they've turned around this literally and said, yeah, you shouldn't have been getting full pay. So between now and April, we're going to have to take some money off you, which I don't think I have to do by law. So it's going to be a bit of a niggly conversation to have probably in the next couple of weeks at work. And then obviously all the loan stuff started kicking back in, but furlough's been all right. I imagine it's been a lot worse in other countries. I don't know what kind of systems they had in place. I know Abri had something in place, but it wouldn't even nowhere near as good as what we've had. You're not in Italy? Where are you? I thought you were Italian. Mirko Antonelli. Yeah, you'll have to get him out. I never pick expensive goalkeepers anyway. I think I have Alex McCarthy in. Where do you work, Case? Corey's working from home. I've saved so much. Yeah, well, that's what I did, mate. I got bits petrol-wise and stuff, and stuff in the budget was good. But then I just spunked it all on football shirts. You are Italian. No, I remembered, but I just thought you were, yeah. Oh, Jamaican. Do you say like you were half Jamaican or something? Oh, okay, nice case. That's what kind of do you get a discount? They've opened a new Sports Direct in York, in the centre of York, and it's absolutely amazing. It's not like the old ones where there's shit everywhere. It's a really, really top of the range smart one. Yeah, Dominican Republic. Is that where you live then? That'll be a decent wage for you though, Case. Sports Direct. That could be another job for me in 10 years' time. 20% off. Nice. The thing is, Case, you won't remember this, but 10 years ago when they first started, they weren't called Sports Direct. They were called something like, I think they were called Sports Soccer. And they had shit shirts. Like, you know, like M&M Direct do the M&M Direct do the shirts, like the small teams and foreign teams. I used to go in and buy like Sweden shirts and all that. And now when I go into the Sports Direct, it's just the fucking 60, 70 quid shirts. Haha, nice. Yeah, so they would have worked there back in the day when everything was Donné. If you ever started playing golf for the first time when Sports Direct was first opened, you'd have got Donné clubs, Donné socks and Donné pants. It's just we tweaked I forgot to say, Paul, we've just tweaked the formation a little bit. We're playing a 3-5-2. They've got some decent midfielders in, and the full three wasn't working. So I thought we'd just go with this, and it helped in the Champions League against Roma because we were under the cosh a little bit at 0-0, and we went to the 3-5-2, and it's worked well. I think we ended up smashing them 4, I think. Hasn't Mike Ashley got Sports Direct and the other one? Has he got DW? They're closing them, aren't they, most of them? Is he closing them? I watched a video on Mike Ashley, because everyone bashes Mike Ashley because how he treats his staff and stuff. He did a. If you type in Mike Ashley, it's a long video. It's about an hour long, and the high street he had like MPs and councillors and people like had him in front of a panel trying to explain why he does 0-hour contracts and stuff like this. And people like Corey as a student, 17 years old, 0-hour contracts, perfect. And he came up with some really good ideas how to save the high street and problems they were facing and stuff that would affect his profits, but were the better ways of like saving the high street. If you're into boring shit like that, I don't know how I came across it. I ended up watching it for an hour. Well, yeah, exactly. Oh, Corey. So what do you do, Corey? If you work, what are you doing, buddy? If you're working from home? Yes, that's the issue, Corey. Like, as he was saying, it doesn't suit everybody. It would knacker us up. Ah, right, okay, cool. Sort my funds out when I become a professional YouTuber. Go on, Dink. Oh, what a strike! Ah, nice. Just to top it up while you're training. But yeah, that's the problem where people rely on it as a. But he was saying, you know, like mums who have maybe a husband that works and they're just trying to get an extra a night shift or a weekend job. It's better than working in a fucking grotty little bar, innit? Cheers, pal. Cheers. If I hit the big time. I've got Lias to sort my debts out. I've got Corey to sort me tax out. I've got Casey to sort my 20% off. Definitely going to visit Mirko. That's another one added to the list. Hey up, Joe's in. How are you doing, Joe? You'll be doing well because Reading are absolutely flying, aren't they, buddy? We've talked about it, Joe. It's just good. We've talked about it for a bit too much. We won't go back into it, but it's been all right, and it was a good. And I keep saying I love Jose, I love Son, I love Spurs. They're my dad's team, so I've grown up loving Spurs a little bit. And things need to get worse at Man United before they can get better. So I'm not one of these that start crying. Yes, love a shed case. When I had my allotment, loved my shed. Absolutely loved my shed. Yes, Mirko, there we go. Cheers, buddy. Got a world tour. Yeah, but I thought that was allowed, Corey. I thought that I was allowed to work while I was on furlough with my other job, with my main job at Sports Centre. I thought I could work because Morrison's had a few jobs. All right, Paul. I'll see you later, buddy. I thought people could do that. Because Morrison's were after, during like proper lockdown, Morrison's in our town didn't really do deliveries, and then it obviously shot up because of COVID, and they started doing deliveries, and they offered like jobs out to do delivery drivers, and I thought I could apply for it even though I was on furlough. You might tell me that I'm wrong, or does that mean that if I'm working at Morrison's and getting paid, then if I'm getting paid, if Morrison's paid me, then I won't get the money from furlough? Ah, yeah. Yeah, sorry, mate. Yeah, I get you now, Corey. Oh, Mirko, you're gonna have to get some pictures posted on the Discord tomorrow. Make us all jealous because it's miserable in England at the moment. Casey, you got right, okay. Oh, is that who you've got next, Joe, as well? Bloody hell. Wickham are struggling. They lost again. They like played 4, lost 4. No, that makes sense, mate. Yeah. So basically, but if I'm talking about people working the same job, yeah. So like, it would have been. it would have been me carrying on at the sports centre even though I was on furlough. If that makes sense. Is that right? So the businesses were still paying me and they were still getting the wage from the furlough. Nice, Mirko. Is it hot? What season is it? I imagine it's hot. I imagine it's always hot. No worries, Eddie. Cheers for stopping in, buddy. I know it's late and it's 11 o'clock. It's bloody 11 o'clock. I would do day streams. You might see me pop up at some point in the week. I might just flip the game on at some point. If I get ahead of my saves and just play some stream. Probably won't stream to many people, but I'll see what kind of numbers I get during the day. Thanks for stopping in here, though, Eddie. Appreciate it. Oh, yeah, Joe. Yeah, you wouldn't have done much. But then you've got that social... yours is a little bit less awkward with social distancing because it's as of how it is. Yeah, would you carry on getting your wage from your company? Fucking hell. That's nuts. That shit me up. New sign-in, Alex Walker. Thanks for subscribing, buddy. I think you just put something in the chat as well. Good evening, mate. Thank you for subbing. Muchly appreciate it. I've had a nice little surge in subs over the last week since I started that 10 teams to manage video, which certain twats in the community hate. Hey up. Look what's been dragged in late on. Peter Burgess. How come you're streaming, Fenner? Good evening. And good evening, Lewis. Lewis is the hardest man in the world to get hold of. You would never think he'd want me to send him a free football shirt tomorrow. How much? Because I just couldn't get into the save, mate. I really didn't want to stream the... I didn't want to stream the Project Survival. I'm just not feeling it. Not feeling it. Not feeling the changing every few months and rushing games out. And yeah, tough. So I just wanted to do this, and you guys love it. And I asked the people in the chat, and then not one person said stay with this. They all said go to Fenerbahce. So we're on it. We're on it. But I hope you're all well, Pete, Lewis. Thanks for stopping in, boys. Late on. I'll get you. Yeah, you bloody better do. I think the shirts are getting delivered to my house tomorrow, so I'll be posting them at the latest, probably Tuesday. You, Elias, and Ian are all getting the same shirt. Right, sorry, I'm thinking, chaps. Aiden's struggling a little bit. Right, this is Gala, so this is a big bloody game here. This is a big bloody game. Right, I'm gonna go with that. We're gonna stick with the 3-5-2. We're at home against Gala. Right, sorry. Oh, there's comments coming in all over here now. Yeah, Lewis, buddy, that's fine. It's fine, mate. If you had... I sent you my number on Patreon. Just add me on WhatsApp. Oh, you've moved house. Oof. God. In the rain as well. Was it in the rain, Pete? First game back. How did you do? I've picked my boots as well. I have to put my boots in the chat tomorrow. I'll put them in the Discord. The boots that I've picked for coming out of retirement when I turn 35. I don't know, but I think Ian might be a little bit old for MAGA. I think he's older than me, and I'm sure Elias is a bit older than me. Oh, sorry, Alex, I missed your message. Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. Save going very well. I don't know how new you are to the channel, Alex. This save's been going a while. We've done sort of like half streams and half sort of like videos on the channel. But it's probably been, I don't know. I think it's probably been my favourite series of the year, that's for sure. So yeah, I came to get my father's property in check and had to pay some taxes. Oh, it's not a bad place to be though, Merc. There could be worse places in the world to be. Yeah, I think that's Lewis. Everyone wants to be around Big Nige, don't they? Love it that you moved house, Pete, but you managed to still find time to play twice. What team do you play for, Pete? 23 going on 53. Very new, mate. Ah, good. So, basically, Alex, the Fenerbahce were on my 10 teams to manage video last year. Started it just because they were a bit of a fallen giant. They had money issues. They haven't won the league for a while. The idea was to overturn Galatasaray. Fast forward 8 years later, we've won Europa League. We've done all right in Champions League. We've dominated the league. We've got some fantastic players. We've had Haaland. We've spent 90 million on players. So it's just been a building job, and we've kind of done it on stream. And the lads have got used to a lot of players. Cenk Tosun, Nigel van der SMAN, Marucci, and it's just turned into a really good stream, and the boys have enjoyed a familiar save every single week. We haven't done a lot of changes in terms of transfers. A lot of these players now that are playing have been with me either from the start, like Baez, or have been with me sort of like 4, 5, 6 years. Sessignon, sorry Case, yeah, I can't forget Sessignon, he's been with us a while. So yeah, I would say go back and watch the whole series, but there's about 30 odd episodes for you to do that. But thanks for coming across. It's just the channel's just had a bit of a boost over the last few weeks. Cuenca's been with us a while. Gareth Bale we had for a little bit, didn't we? I love to write some book about my family's history. Me and Ames are gonna watch that program that's got on Netflix about, was it The Murderer Next Door or something like that? We're gonna watch that next week. Cheers, Lewis. It's been good though. It has been a really good save and this is, I think it's putting pressure on me a little bit where I'm a little bit undecided what to do for FM21 as the stream save, because this one has been so good for me and so enjoyable that it needs to, maybe won't match it in terms of enjoyment, but we need to have the similar sort of, you guys need to have the similar sort of enjoyment, get in Parrot, and the similar sort of love of the players for Marucci and Baez and Van der SMAN and Tosun like we've had. So I need to get the club right, and I haven't picked it yet. You used to play for Great Ayton. Scarborough Great Ayton, or is that Middlesbrough Great Ayton? Oh, 5-a-side, okay. Where do you live again, Pete? Altai. Mirko's reeling them off, isn't he? I'm working from home. Well, give it a go. Give it a go, Alex. It's one of the shorter saves. We've done eight seasons. There's a few streams in there in between. But you'll get the gist of how the story developed. Ayton, yeah, Middlesbrough. Saving Ukraine. I'm thinking Russia. Lewis. At the moment, you're not cool enough for Discord, are you, Lewis? We've been talking about it today in the Patreon bit. Palermo or Sochi, which is Sochi is the team that I've found this year for the teams to manage video. Yeah, do you want to? Sorry, Alex. We'll just finish the game, and I'll show you. I'll show you Big Nige. Yeah, well, I always like to do something different. So, last year's game I managed in Brazil. This year was Turkey. Next year I'll go manage somewhere else. That's new. Maybe not in the stream save, but definitely as a save at some point. And it's probably likely going to be Russia. We've just gone 3-0 up against our rivals. What's everyone saying? Is it a good country for? Oh, you did Chinese. Shit, I did think about that. I think the names would kill us though, wouldn't they? They'd absolutely kill us. But yeah, they're my thoughts. They're the thoughts at the moment. Russia's got a little bit of money. There's big teams as well in Russia at the moment. They've all got a bit of cash. And obviously watch the 10 teams to manage video. And a little bit of a story about Sochi. Oh, Pete's up at 5. Sochi's getting a good shout. Okay. Ruben Kazan. Didn't they have a couple of players at one point? Like decent players. Right, hang on. Stop. Let's get Bayers off. Matty, any interest in? Yeah, Japan's not going to be in the game officially because of who owns Pez? Is it Konami or something? Is that who it is? Yeah, Konami. So they own the rights for like the league. So apparently they're not gonna. Basically, Sega and Sports Interactive can't get the rights for the league. But yeah, I would have done one already. Well, maybe it would if I hadn't done it already. It would have been happening now. If just by whatever reason we get the announcements, like they did the German deal quite late. If we find out about that and they do the J League, then it'll be Grampus Nagoya Grampus 8. They will be the team. Van der Sman gets in. There he is. We've hit 5 against Gala. So is that? I hope that's a decent enough answer for you, Mirko, because the answer would be yes. Are you driving down, Pete? Because the weather will be a bit poo. Right, 5-0. Yeah. I think there's still a little bit of money swishing away. Only do 55 mile an hour. Why? I've had to drive on the A64, which is the road between Malton and York. I've had to drive on A64 because my tyre burst in the week. I'm getting it done tomorrow. I had to drive 50 miles an hour on the A64 today. Did they get that far? Bloody hell. Depends. Like now, is it the next gen series of graphics cards? The Nvidia series have come out. They should lower the prices down of the ones that I got. Look, if you're wanting to just play FM like me, like I've got a 2070 Super in mine, and by all accounts, that's going to last me like 3 or 4 years. Travel down, stay in a hotel. Okay. I love the Bilbao safe idea for next year. I've always been intrigued by them. Suppose it would be... Yes. There's still players to get. We'll just have to be very, very good in the transfer market. We'll probably have to overpay for certain players to make sure we get them in. But then it'll be the tactics and the development of the youth will be huge, which I'm generally shit at. But there's still players to gain. Griezmann's classes as Basque. Herrera. Laporte. Kepa. Right, we've got a big Champions League game here. Chelsea. Forgot Chelsea were in our group. Yeah. I don't know why. Is Pau Torres as well? Is he Basque? Get in. See, there's opportunities, but yeah, it's going to be very. No way, Asensio is. Do you have a little look? I loved Asensio before he started getting injured. That before his first injury, he was absolutely immense. I've spelled that way wrong, haven't I? No, he's not on there. Who's getting my bloody hopes up? Casey. Oh yeah, Martinez is still there. I don't think Asensio is, buddy. But yeah, so we've got to be cute in the transfer market. We'll overpay for players that way, because obviously our opportunity to get players in is the pool of players is going to be small. So it'll be keeping hold of current players, making sure they don't disappear to bigger clubs, or unless we have the opportunity to sell them on, make massive amounts of money like they do with Laporte and... Alright, Case, you got me up so then for a minute, buddy. But we'll have a real... I think when the series starts, we'll discuss it. I'll show everyone the Tifo video, because Tifo have done a beautiful video on it. And then we'll go through the club, and then we'll actually look at, right, these are the Basque players currently in the game. Players that at some point we would hope to try and get back across. Let me just change tunes. I don't even know if you lot can hear the tunes. Can you lot hear the music? Yeah, Griezmann's Basque. Griezmann. He's head of youth development. There you go. Real Sociedad money. Any players sort of like who've come through Real Sociedad Academy should be okay, because that's Basque as well. No, he's gone Lazio, hasn't he? I'm only going to be on for a little bit longer, to be honest. It's getting late. We'll play. I think I'll just play a couple more games. I think just a couple more games. But I think what we'll do is, boys, we'll next week I'll advertise it as Fener, and we'll get stuck right straight back into the Fener. I think we'll pretend the Project Survival never really happened, if that's all right. Alex, you wanted to see what's it, didn't you? There's Van der Schman. So we paid 90 million for him. We paid 50 up front, and then 20 million for the next 2 seasons. So we've paid 20 million this season. We'll pay 20 million next. I think our next transfer under that was about 30 million. And last season he did a total of 54 goals in 50 games. Casey's off. Cheers, mate. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, it's just Turkey. It's bollocks. It's absolute bollocks. This is where the game gets silly, because he's probably the best striker in the world. I've paid 90 million for him, and I guarantee when the bids start coming in for him, they'll be like 15. They'll be around that. Same with Baez. The offers are coming in for him around that. Haaland was, until I offered Haaland out and said, right, someone pay 80 million, and there was only Arsenal that was stupid enough to do it. Turkey's not bad for money if you do well. They give money for points per win. You get $500,000 for winning a game, pretty much 475k. But mine has been European. We had a torrid time with transfers. The first few seasons, it was really, if the lads will remember in the chat, the first few seasons we did all right. We only spent 10 million there. Look, second season spent 9, sold 20. Third season spent 975,000, getting freebies and loans in. 200,000 the season after. We were just getting no money through until we started hitting Champions League. Then look, 66, 48, 90, 118 this summer. So yeah, that's where we're at. Thanks for stopping in though, Case. I'm sure I replied to that. There's not many people in tonight, but everyone's chatting, which is class. Oh, I think it's the Turkish league. I think that's the issue. No, it's not a good time. But we're all right, Lewis. It's only footy. It's only footy. It's been stuff we can talk about though. I said it'd been boring if Man U and Tottenham would have drawn 1-1 and Liverpool had just turned Aston Villa over easily. Basically, that was our budget. My transfer budget, Alex, was 50 million. I spent it all on him. So 50 and then 40 million over 2 seasons. So we're paying 20 this season, 20 next season. But because money comes in from Champions Leagues, and then this year we've spent much because we bought Haaland for 19 million from Salzburg, and then I've sold him this summer for 80. And then in all the other saves, I'm a bit of a wheeler dealer and like big changes. In this one, we've had good save. The goalkeeper's been with us a while. Defenders have been with us 4 or 5 years. Right back's been with us a few years. Youth products. Sessegnon's been with us for 4 or 5 years. Marucci's been with us from the start. Tuffon's been with us from the start. Baez has been with us from the start. Tosson's been with us from season 1. So yeah, it's been a growing squad, but because I've bought quite young and bought players that have been sort of like given up by bigger clubs, they've had the opportunity to grow a little bit. Got them at decent prices. Tell you what, Chelsea are fucking battering us here. Here he is. Come on, Nige. He's on his right foot though. He's left-footed. That is not a bad right foot. They always do good regens to Vitesse. Yeah, Altay, sub-keeper from the start. Yeah, a lot of players we've had for a long time. So if we look at the squad, Altay's been from the start. Danzo we've had, this is now his 4th season. Tobido's 1st season. Cuenca's been with us a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seasons. Emerson's been with us, I'd say 4. Yeah, this is his 4th season. Sessignon will be the same, 4th season. Toliso's new, Fernandez new. Baez from the start, still only 23, and he's been with us from the start. Troy Parrott, new season. Van der SMAN, but on the bench. Mendy. Aldin's come through the youth system. Marucci from the start. Yilmaz has been with us 3. Dinknell. Gull's been with us 3 seasons now. Gumasaka's been with us from the start as well. So there's been a fair few players it's only been this season where we've seen a big change in players in terms in starting players. A lot of the players that I have signed recently have been backups, but this is the first year we've spent sort of like Van der SMAN last year, and then 4 or 5 that have Tobido, Tolisso, Fernandez, Troy Parrott have come in to replace people in sort of like the starting 11. This will be a massive result if we can beat these. Yeah, it has been. He's been around. He was transfer listed for a long time. They originally wanted 138 million for him. No one bidded for him. He was on the transfer list like a full year, and I thought, right, let's just have a bit of fun. I don't want to waste 50 million on 3 average players. Let's just go out and do a big statement. We dominate games, and having a player like him up there, he's just going to score goals for fun. And that's what he did. Yeah, he's a regen. He's not real, but yeah, he came through the Vitesse. That's where we signed him from. Yeah, it's probably been one of the most well put together ones in terms of transfers and the players that I think, because at the start of the save we had to be really tight with money. That's helped, and the players that we've bought in, it's not been like the Arsenal save where tomorrow's in save. Not been like the Arsenal save when we've had to sort of like be careful. Well, sorry, the Arsenal save, we've just basically just spent whatever. We can't necessarily do that with this one. Yeah, not many. Beyaz is a real player through the academy. He's like the new Turkish wonder kid, and that's it. The youth system in Fener. That might be offside, is it? No, it's been given 2-0. It was like average, below average facilities and stuff. They still want us to build it, and I keep trying to build it up, but we've not had out apart from the right back. The right back's been good. We've bought a couple of regens. I've bought a few Turkish regens. Oh, they've got one. Yeah, I think that was one of the ones that prompted Arsenal going in for him. Looks like we might just have to keep if I'm not going to do the Project Survival, which I'm not going to do no more. This was supposed to be the final season, but we might just, because of doing it on stream, boys, we might just keep it going. We might just keep it going a little bit until we win it. If we end up winning Champions League, it'll be story over. But fucking hell, I don't quite think we're going to still be strong enough. Right, was it? Right, we've gifted Rodrigo 2 goals, and it was nearly an absolutely perfect away performance. And now Chelsea are absolutely on the march here. Oh, and we just keep giving ball away. Are you going to get out and press? Oh, fuck off. Dear me. How many goals have they scored there in the last few minutes? $68, $81, $82. Ugh. Right, last chance. Can we nick one? Fernandez. Oh dear. Kept it. We kept it. It's nice. Sessegnon. Just get a big Nige. Oh, we're going to get that was a penalty, wasn't it? That must have been a penalty. Oh, nice one, Alex. If you do Discord, Alex, get jumped in the Discord, buddy. I chat there on a daily basis, so if you have a Discord, get yourself in. No, it was a penalty. Fuck's sake. I think the free kick was actually taken inside the box. A treble. We'll try. We'll try, Merkel. We'll keep going. Oh, have you? Phone's on silent. Ah, yeah. Cheers, Alex. Well, we won't be long left anyway, Alex. We'll probably play. I think I'll just play one more game, to be honest, boys. What time is it? I've been going 2 hours. Streaming 2 hours. There's a young Turkish player. Should we see where he is? Where does he start in the game, Mirko? I can't believe we lost that. Between us and Roma. To be fair, we beat Chelsea, have lost as well. So we just need to beat Chelsea in the second game. In the return leg. Trabzonspor. Here he is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would have bought him, but he just doesn't really fit. He doesn't really fit in for anything. He's a winger, isn't he? Inverted winger. He's never fit our style of player. Went to Lyon, did okay. Loan. Frankfurt got a decent deal, but he just don't fit into us because of his position. But he's no Baez. Baez is only 23, so he starts the game at like 16, boys. I sent him out on loan for 2 years, and then he soon became an absolute. He had a bit of an attitude problem, to be fair, at the start, but he's turned into a tremendous player. Right, let's get one more in. Konya Sport, who was managed by Jonathan Kodja at some point. I'm sure it was these that were managed by Jonathan Kodja. Yeah, Jonathan Kodja, who's now managing at Metalya Sport. He's had 4 jobs in Turkey as Jonathan Kodja. God, if we'd have won that one, we'd have been bloody set up. We'd have been absolutely set up for the group. Oh, you had him in New York one. Yeah, it would have been. I think if we'd have been playing any other shape, I looked at him maybe to play wing back, see if we'd convert him into a bit of a wing back, but he was only like he's very small. He's like 5'6", 5'7", I think. At least we've, after them 2 little draws, that win over Gala was massive. Yeah, sometimes you can if they're decent physically and have got a little bit about them defending wise, but obviously he was not going to be that. I think we'll give. Yeah, Peter sold pretty much all of them, mate. A couple have gone on eBay. I've got left. To be fair, I've got the 2 left that I didn't think I'd have left. I've got the Fiorentina one left, and I've got the Napoli one left. I think they're the only 2 that I've got left. Oh, and the old Valencia one. I've had that, the White Home one. I've had that on for sale for like forever. But yeah, the Benfica went. Some went very quickly, so it's done me a solid, mate, to be honest, because with me fucking car bill and then the tyre going, it was money that I'd not expected to pay out in October, so it's alright, because I just don't. I've got this one, like I wore my Rangers one today, and I've been wearing this one on stream and stuff, and this one's really comfy, so. Nice, Mirko. It's a large, but it's a medium, or is it a medium and it's tight? If it's a medium, but a tight medium, if that makes sense. Right, let's get a bit of Marucci going. Let's get Yilmaz in. Freshen it up a little bit. But yeah, sold most of them. And then the others will just stay on eBay and just piss me off. I'd put them on Depop first, and then within like 5 minutes, someone had offered me like, I've still got Torino one, but that's because it's a shit shirt because it's knackered. I'd like put the Torino one at 11 quid, and I don't want to sell it for any cheap, because if I'm going to sell it for 5 quid, I'll just keep it. And it'd been on like 5 minutes, and 2 people messaged me saying, £5 all in. It cost me like 2 quid to post the fucking thing, so I was just like, I think I wanted, the second person just put, fuck off. I lost my patience with it. People just like, I couldn't understand if it's been on sale for ages, or been on eBay or Depop for ages, but I'd literally just posted it. If you post something for 12 quid, I'm not going to then let someone have it within an hour for 5 quid. No, what size are you naturally, Pete? What size are you? I've still got the England training. I thought the England training the training t-shirt, the Umbro one, would have gone straight away when I bought that, when I found that at a car boot. I can't believe it's not been snapped up yet on eBay. Oh, Marucci, big chance. Borucci. Emerson. Football. Ekrem. Sessegnon. Oh, he's so good from this range. You will be if you're playing 2 games a day on a weekend. Because all the shirts, like the other collectors, just buy any size shirt, you know, just to hang up and stuff. All the shirts I have are shirts that I potentially want to wear at some point in the week. So when I sell my collection, you've got to be really of similar size to me. I had a nice save with Mallorca because they got relegated to the 3rd tier, didn't they? Was it at FM20? I had a really good save with them. I wish that had been like content creating wise. That was before I started my channel. That had been really good. Borucci's in. Finish. Get in. I'll post the boots. I sent Amy a picture when I was shopping for her birthday. The boots that because when I'm 35 in February, and then after I turn 35 on a Sundays, I'm going to start playing veterans football for the over 35s team that are in my town. So I'm like, right, I need to get some new boots because that's like the main thing, buy new boots, and I've seen some Nikes. I'm team Nike when it comes to football boots, or pretty much anything, to be honest. Tackle Bears. Borucci, Van der SMAN. Go on. Oh, save keeper. How tall am I? 5'7", 5'8". About 5'7.5", I think. You never got away with Nike. Yeah, Nike always. I was a big fan of the Zoom. I don't like the real tight boots. You know, the old Zoom boots. I always found the Adidas ones a little bit too tight around my feet. But I think these are Nike Phantoms. I'll put it in the Discord tomorrow. Do I? No, I'm short. I'm tiny. The only thing big on me is my nose. Let's get Chenk on. No, I'm tiny. My dad was a jockey. My dad was a horse racing jockey, so I was never going to be 6 foot, was I? Ralphie's on the small end as well. Seeing all the other kids, sort of like who he plays football with, and oh, what a volley that was! And seeing the kids like who he plays with in the playground, he's one of the smallest. Oh, Pete's had World Cups, Kaisers copies. You think you're a player, don't you? You think you're a player, Pete. I've had Pumas. I had Puma Cells. The first ever Puma Cells. My first football boots, Maybury, were Baggio. Diodoras. My first pair of boots. Still got them. I'm hoping Ralphie will fit into them. Well, he will do at some point. Whether he'll want to wear old Diodora boots, I don't know. But yeah. No nonsense. Are you wearing World Cups? Brilliant. Right, that's it anyway, boys. Thanks for stopping in. Apologies if you were expecting the Project Survival. We'll probably chat about it in the Discord in the week, but I think everyone on the whole is pretty happy to see Fenerbahce back on stream, and we'll just keep going with it. I enjoy it. It's easy watching for you. You boys all know it by now. Yeah. Before you go, drop a like on the video for me. It'd be muchly appreciated. If you are new to the channel and you're not subscribed, do that. Get yourself in the Discord as well. Lewis, if he's still in the chat, you need to send me your address because I need to send you your Patreon shirt. I also need to get Lias's. I think Lias has gone. I need to get Lias's. But thank you for everyone stopping in. It's been a small in terms of views, but chat has been probably better than what it has been the last 2 weeks. So muchly appreciate people that have been in, like the majority of the night. Muchly appreciate it. Have a good week. Lots of content on the channel as well. I've got Arsenal tomorrow, then York City, then Fener's going to be on Wednesdays, then another York City again on the Sunday morning, and Fenerbahce will stream Fenerbahce next Sunday night. I'm going to maybe do a FM21 video as well and just talk about a few things that I'd like to see in the game. So that might drop this week if I have time to get it out. All right, boys. Thank you very much, Ishan, Mirko. You just like, yeah, it's easy, isn't it? It makes it easy. I don't have to think as much, Pete. And this has definitely been my most enjoyable save of FM20. That's for sure. So we really need to think about the next Fenerbahce. That's just shit. I need to turn my thingies down. Martin D'Alessandro, what a name that is. Thank you very much for subscribing, buddy, right at the end. I hope you've not just jumped in because I'm just about to leave. Statman's still hanging around. You've been in since the start as well, buddy. Have a good week, everyone else. I'll speak to you in the week anyway, as I said. Yeah, I'm knackered. I'm knackered. Welcome, Martin. Goodbye, Martin. Unfortunately, Martin, I'm disappearing. I'm going to bed. Right, I'm going.